Welcome to my channel, The Flix Judge, where you will get detailed reviews and honest ratings of global movies and OTT series so that you can watch only the best content worthy of your time. Today we'll review Avatar, The Last Airbender, a web series running on Netflix. 8 episodes, each around 1 hour. This English series is available in Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu dubbed versions. Avatar is a fantasy action adventure series. This live action series is based on the animated series of the same name. It is set in a fantasy world where various tribes of people can quote unquote bend the different elements like fire, water, air, and earth to their own will to be used for constructive or destructive purposes. Not everyone has the skill, only some among each tribe, and also a person can bend only one element. However, the avatar is an exception who has powers to bend all the elements if so needed. Avatar is a reincarnation of the same soul, taking turns to be born in each of the tribes. So, an avatar is connected to all the earlier avatars. As of now, the current avatar Aang is born in the Airbender tribe and is just a 12-year-old boy. This series is set in a time when one such tribe, the Fire Nation, seeks to subjugate and dominate all the other tribes. They are in search of the latest avatar and hold him in captivity so that no one can challenge their supremacy. The Fire Lord Ozai has tasked his son Prince Zuko to find and capture the avatar and not to return to the Fire Nation without completing this task. Prince Zuko, along with his uncle General Iroh, are in search of Avatar Aang. There are other key characters like Sokka of the Water Tribe and his sister Katara, who is a fledgling waterbender. How Aang, along with Sokka and Katara, tries to evade capture by the Fire Nation and finds a way to defeat them and establish peace is the main story of the series. The first and the main good thing about this series is the CGI VFX. In many places, these are very realistic and seamless, especially the images of the flying bison and many of the combat sequences with the benders. Only the climax war sequence with the multiple warships look very artificial. However, that is just in the last episode. But overall, the effects do not disappoint as a lot of the story and setting and the world building is totally dependent on the quality of the visuals. This alone helps in maintaining the interest and credibility of the story and the series. A great job indeed, considering this is just a web series. There are a few main characters, and on paper, these are quite well written. The characters of Aang, along with his friends Sokka and Katara, as well as the duo of Prince Zuko and Uncle Ira, who are hunting them, are written quite well. Each of the characters, their aspirations, motivations, and behavior has been explored in depth, and we are able to connect to these characters and understand why they do what they do. Even the characters of Firelord Ozai and Commander Zhao are quite well written. The screenplay is fast paced most of the time, as something or other keeps happening to sustain our interest. These are indeed the strengths of this series and they work quite well. While the characters and sequences are well written, the acting is where this series falters. The worst part is the main character, Avatar Ang, played by Gordon Cormier, really struggles with the expression, timing, and dialogue delivery. The same goes for Kiaventio, who plays Katara. Ian Osley as Sokka is slightly better. The other characters of Prince Zuko and Iroh, as well as the Commander Zhao, are played quite competently, but a lot of screen time is taken by the main three characters who really struggle, and it is quite distracting. After having seen the kind of performances by child actors in the series like Game of Thrones, one can't claim that they are young and hence you can't expect a high level of acting skills. The casting in charge and the directors should have focused more on skilled acting than on diversity, according to me. This is a great letdown. The other big issue with this series is that the main story doesn't seem to go anywhere. While the sequences are interesting enough, the main story struggles. Throughout the entire series, the Avatar is just trying to find himself and actually does nothing of any consequence. The Avatar is supposed to have resurfaced after 100 years, and still he doesn't have any skills and just bumbles along. All characters move with wise sounding lines, but they mean nothing as they don't get translated into action. The climax, especially, is a big letdown. Not just the visuals, but the events that transpire are quite underwhelming. When you expect something diabolical from the villains, it turns out to be some silly and childish mumbo jumbo. Very poor writing indeed. And it ends the season on a very poor note. Looks like they want to have many more seasons, but this is not a great start. So, what is the verdict? Avatar The Last Airbender is a visual spectacle. It is one of those rare OTT series which you can and should watch with your entire family, especially families with children. It also helps that it is dubbed into multiple languages. I would say it is a must watch for a family audience. It would also work if you just want to sit and watch a light hearted time pass series munching popcorn. However, if you are a mature audience or hardcore fans of fantasy adventure, other than the visual, this series would definitely disappoint you. I would give this series a 6 out of 10 stars. See you again with another review. Until then, bye and happy viewing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I go through hours and hours of content so that you can watch only the very best ones in your precious free time. Thank you.